Hey, what's going on, guys? Bonfire Fishing here. And so for today's episode, I am going to be doing a basic fishing skill that everyone needs to know for bluegill. That's for today's episode. So there are 4 different skills that you need to know for bluegill. First, knot tying. What to choose / how to rig your bait. And third, where to fish. And fourth is how to catch them and take them off. So before we do start into this video, make sure you guys think about subscribing at the end if you guys liked it or enjoyed this video or you felt it was even useful. Comment down below if you think this video is helpful at all, and don't forget to press that subscribe button. But anyways, we're going to start getting into the video now. Before I do get started, if the Boy Scouts of America wants to sponsor me, I'm up for it. So first off, we're going to show you how to tie a knot for a bluegill. So I got my closed face rod or the button push. So for this one, I'm going to be taking off the hook that I have on here and put on a different one for you guys. Okay, so I got the hook right here. It's a little jig hook. This was the only thing I could see at Walmart since everything's really hard to find during this quarantine stuff. So basically what you want to do with this knot is just a basic overhand knot for bluegill. I would not use it for any other fish besides bluegill. So you want to run the line through the eye, and my other knot that I'm going to be showing you that I would use for every other fish will be in the next video. This is a 4-part series, by the way, and it's going to be posted every Friday, going from bluegill, crappie, bass, and catfish. So you take this and you basically make an O with it while wrapping the line around the other one, so like that. And then what you want to do is you want to take your thumb or your middle finger and put it through that loop, and then feed that line constantly around this loop about 10 to 12 times is how I would say it, or until you're basically out of room or you just think it's enough. This is your basic overhand knot that you can basically tie. I don't even know if this thing has a name to it. This was the first knot I ever used to tie my lures. So about one more. Oh, there we go. So now I have that, and all you do is pull each piece of line together, and you can use your thumb and your pointer finger to push that down, and shabam, you got a knot. Then with your extra line sticking off your that's called your tag end, just cut it off and put it into your handy dandy trash pocket until you can find a trash can, so you don't litter. Do not litter any fishing line, please. So step 1 of basic fishing skills for bluegill is how to tie a knot. I just showed you guys how to tie a knot. So next up on the list is what kind of rigs do you use for bluegill. So basically for bluegill fishing, a lot of people use bobbers. There's different kinds of bobbers, it's just preference. I like this bobber. It's like a little bobber stop right here, doesn't make the line move. And if you want to adjust it, you can just pull on it. You just gotta risk your line getting a little frayed right in there if you do it very often. So there's multiple different bobbers, and you don't even need a bobber, but I like bobbers. And then I have a slip shot weight on there. If you guys can see that, like where my thumb is, slip shot weight. And then your hook. There's different kind of hooks that you can use. As long as it's small enough and they can put their mouth in it, you're fine. Don't have like some giant hook. But basically, always make sure you guys have bobbers and hooks in your box. And I got weights in here, and then don't forget about some weights as well. These are they don't even say a 3/0 weights, so I'm guessing about a 1/16 ounce. Maybe, I could be wrong, but make sure you have weights, bobbers, and hooks on you. So the bait that you would use, you can either use like night crawlers, which are worms, crickets, grasshoppers, minnows, crappie jigs, crappie tubes, fake minnows. Nearly anything will work just perfect for bluegill. But what I'm going to be showing you guys how to use today are some crappie tubes. It's like you got the jigs right here. 2 jigs that I could either tie on as well, or the minnow right here, the fake minnow. But like I said, I'm going to be showing you guys the crappie tubes because I got a hook tied on there with the weight. If they already have a weight on them, if you use something like this, do not worry about putting a weight on. That's already good enough with it. And so basically how you want to do these is with the jigs, you can just tie them on, and this is also applies with worms. And I never used crickets or minnows before, so I can't help you. Minnows you hook through their mouth like right here, but I don't know about crickets. I guess you just hook them like normally. But with this, you want to put it on the very top, and then you want to feed it in to it until it gets to about right there where the color changes, and the hook point will stick out, and then you want to feed it up, and bam, you got yourself a bluegill lure or bait to use. That's plastic, and you don't have to take out and buy any live bait, and it'll go bad in just a bit. So that is good right there. So next up, we are going to go and show you guys how and where to go to fish for your bluegill. I'll meet you guys on the chest cam. Alrighty guys, you're on the chest cam now, and I forgot to mention that we're on actually number 3. Actually, I'm sorry, I did not forget to mention we're on number 3. So where to locate bluegill or your sunfish. So there are, you can basically find them anywhere along this lake. You got the grass, you got trees and cover, you got docks, you got upstanding boats, you got coves, all this stuff, a boat ramp. But I'll tell you the 3 main spots that you can find your bluegill at. Spot number 1 that you'll find a bluegill at, no matter where you're at, is your dock. By your dock, you want to be having semi-deep, depending on how deep your water is. But if you see right there, there's swirls, and those are from bluegill messing around because they're on the spawn right now. And usually bluegill are pretty close up to the bank. Next off, the rocks. The rocks usually contain some bluegill. If you fish around the rocks, they're hiding underneath the rocks or near the rocks for cover, and they'll come out and eat your bait, and you got them. And then the third spot will be the grass / coves. They're more in the covey spot up in the shallow ends of where the grass is, where they're hiding in some grass in the water. But now we're on step 3, or spot 3 of the fishing skills basics for bluegill, and that's on how to catch them and then hold them and take them off. Okay, so we want to take our rig, we want to press the button, and we want to cast one out there. Oh, look, our bobber's going under a little bit, but make sure you guys have your finger on this line so that you can feel when you should be setting the hook. Oh, I didn't get anything there on my first cast. And when you hook set a bluegill, you don't want to go really hard like that. You want to go more like this. You just want to lift it up so you're not doing it too hard. But the bluegill are just tearing this thing up. I can, well, at least the bobber they are. Oh, almost had them. Probably be a little bit better with a piece of worm. You can jig it around them, and a lot of times that triggers their bite. Well, I see a bunch of big old huge bluegill over here. I'm going to try over here by them. Oh, I kind of had them for a moment. Came off. I'm going to lower my bobber to make it shorter. Oh, that thing took it down. Did you guys see that? I don't know if that picked up on the camera or not, but he took that thing way down there. Oh my goodness, they're snatching this thing like no other. Okay, so these things are way too small for this to get put into their mouths. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this up and make this smaller. And the way that I'm going to make this thing smaller is by putting it in the opposite way. So this is the wrong way to put it on, but doing it this way, they want to eat this green, the darker green, rather than the neon green. So the hook will go right there. So we're kind of tricking them this time. Ooh, I actually felt that one. You guys, so I'm over here at the rocks now, and I'm already getting a bite. I cast it right here. There's a drainage pipe and a fish attractor or habitat, and it's really good for some bluegill out here, or anywhere, really. There we go, guys. Oh, I caught a little largie. He was not my target species. Are you laughing at me because I caught a largie?
That's cool.
I'm trying to make a video here. This is garbage. Oh, goodbye, little buddy. There we go, guys. We got one finally. Let's go. Took us a really long time, but so we got a bluegill, guys. So now we got to try to take it off. So there's two ways you can take off a bluegill, in my opinion. So a lot of people go like this, that you see, but they got a fin right up here on the top of their body. And it'll cut you. There we go. Look, he pinned that open. Do not touch those. Those things hurt. So there's two spots to take them up. I like going from the belly side, and you see the black spots right here. Those are its ears by its gills. You can grab that and you can work on it right there. And shablam. All you do is just pull it out. It's really easy to get out. So now you got that, and you can either put your thumb and your pointer finger on like that, and there you go. You got yourself a little bluegill. And then what you do after that, you say, bye bye, buddy. I hope to catch you again. And back in he goes to live another day. So that's basically it, guys. We completed all 4 steps: how to tie the knot, what rigs to use, what baits, where to catch your desired bluegill sunfish, and finally where to catch, or how to catch and take off the bluegill. But if you guys did remember from the beginning of this video, if you guys found this video super helpful, make sure you guys go press that like button, press that subscribe button as well. Don't forget about that one. 100% don't forget about that one. Press that notifications bell whenever you subscribe. That'd also be amazing. And then also go and press that comments button and comment down below which pack or troop you're from watching this video, and tell me how you like this video, and if you found it useful or not. Please let me know down below. That would be amazing. And the Boy Scouts of America, if you guys are watching this, I'm accepting sponsors right now, and you guys can sponsor me. That'll be awesome. But anyways, that's gonna wrap up today's video. So I'll see you guys all next time. Peace.